Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. This is definitely energy and frequency and vibration that I teach on here constantly. I want to say as above so below, but this is Mercury energy. This is our opportunity to partake in some real conjure, real mysticism, real magic. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, you look at it. Thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below. This is an opportunity to many. As you guys are joining in, please hit and tap that screen. I'm actually looking up something. I put my glasses on. Let me tell y'all something. Those that have been following me, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel the Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. And this is Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. This is our Bible study night. And if you've been following me 2 hours, 2 minutes, 2 seconds, you will understand that I'm a Sagittarius, my moon in Aries, and my rising sign Pisces. And what that means, sir, man, that I am here to tell the truth. I am not here to deal with your fantasy. I'm not here to deal with your exaggeration. I'm here to teach universal laws that apply to each and every individual. I am a very upfront person. I'm a very direct person. I'm a type of individual. I say what I mean what I say. I know I come across. What's up there, Linda Green? Mama Susan, I seen you in the house. And I do this and I repeat this over and over. First of all, let me say salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, to my Oba, to my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajay. To all of those that are in the church and that practice the ATRS and the Black Arts, and all those that have left the church probably for good reason, but they still practice the ATR, but you got church influence. I'm here for melanated people. I've said this over and over and over again. And I say these things because it brings clarity to our conversation. It allows the person, whoever is listening to me, to consider the source. It gives you the opportunity to decide whether you want to listen and to partake in the things that I am going to discuss on my live, or you can find you somebody else that you resonate with. And these are all attempts to keep you from running head first into Chief Apostle Samuel the Jr. Now, I'm going to say it again before I get started on tonight. I do real magic. I'm not here to entertain, even though I can be entertained. I am not here to do a Broadway show, but I can show up and show out spiritual. You understand? I'm not here to stroke your ego, but if you catch me at late night, I can stroke other things. You understand? I am not here to accommodate the failure of your pastors, your teachers, your elders. I am here to give you the unadulterated truth. And sir, man, because you are grown, do with that truth whatsoever you will. What's up, my Chris from Philadelphia? Let me tell y'all something. I am not interested in trying to make up where somebody has effed up in your life. Are you understanding? These lives are for melanated people that really want to know conjure, that want to know mysticism, that want to talk and engage with somebody that has been doing conjure. I am a first partaker of anything that I discuss on these platforms. Okay? I need you to understand mercurial energy. I want you to understand intellect, having the ability to critical thinking, to have the ability to take an analysis, take a proper observation of facts that are involved. I am not here to make anybody feel any kind of way. Whatever truth that is being displayed on this platform has nothing to do with me personally. I am here to share and resonate with those that want to resonate with me. Now, I'm going to say this. We have on my YouTube channel, we have 971 subscribers. Our goal is to hit 4,000. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube, let me tell y'all something. I'm the type of person, I would never play games with you. I don't have to. I do not have to play game with you because I have what I say I have. I don't have to put on fronts. I don't have to bait and switch. I don't have to make you think I'm one way and then later on you find I'm another way. I'm going to be myself no matter where you find me, whether it's on the job, whether it's in a whole house. It don't matter where I am. I'm going to be me. Street corners in a 6-star restaurant. No, we're not interested in you. And we're not here for Palestine. We're here for Negroes. Black American, black people all over the globe. This is what we're here to encourage. Y'all should have been worried about Palestine when you voted against Kamala Harris. Now, what you need to be worried about, because I done went to Starbucks. Don't make me show you my Starbucks cup. Oh, I left it in the car. I'm looking for a parking lot. Go Trump. It's time to pay the consequences for your actions. Okay? That's where I'm at as a black man in these United States of America. Now, if you want to be a part of our YouTube channel and you want real truth, real honesty about magic, the ATRS, and how to go about these things, or you want real conjure spiritualism work, then I would suggest you go there, go into my bio and there. But on today, because we got to January the 20th at noon to keep it, I can't keep it 100, I got to keep it 1,000. Now, I'm going to say this again before I get started on today. I have said over and over on my lives, I am a six-figure man. Okay? I said I came from a family of resources, and I have quite a few millionaires in my family. I said this. What's up there, my keymaker? I said this. I didn't say I made $90,000 a year. I didn't say I made $60,000 a year. I didn't say I made $99,000 a year. I said I'm a six-figure man, which means I would have to generate enough income to be over $100,000 to be considered a six-figure individual. I come from resources. I am not interested in no broke-ass people. And I'm not talking about you portraying to this world that you got it going on. I'm not talking about you going out there saying you got Versace on knowing you ain't paid but $20. I'm talking about that you have the resources, you have the backing to do real conjuring, real mysticism. I'm talking about people that understand the value of a man or woman's gift, talent, and ability. That you're not out here trying to muzzle the ox that treaded the corn. We don't have time for sugarcoating. We don't have time for water down. Either you with the real or you not. And baby, let me tell you something about Pastor Ely. I have said this over and over. If you can't afford me, it is okay. There's plenty Dollar Tree, Walmart. There are plenty Save-A-Lot spiritualists out there. You can give them coupons and you are in there. You are in there. I am not him. I am not her. I always be honest with people. If you want my work, you want my attention, then you're going to have to do Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal. Other than that, I got too much going on. Get prepared. I have a ceremony that I have been doing to get prepared for my membership that are at those that decided to get the membership. And welcome Stormy, my newest membership of my Apollo family. Whether you want to get into my Risha family membership or you want to get into my Voodoo family membership. And I'm gonna say this again. If you can't afford that's what's on my website, then you're not serious about magic, spirituality, not the type of stuff I do. I do heavy, dark magic. You're not gonna give me $900 for a $10,000 work. I'm just like a scripper. I'm gonna give you what your money paid for. You're not gonna get. And if I want to be gracious to you, sir and ma'am, that is something I decide to do. That is not something you require of me. As long as I give you your money's worth, that's what I do. Now, if I want to be a blessing to you, beyond that, that is my generosity. I'm a sage. I believe in the energy of generosity. But if you want to be real, and you want real conjure, and you want somebody that know what they're talking about, and let me explain something to you. I had to learn real magic because of the shiggity that my loved ones were doing on a day-to-day basis. And we could not afford a 90-day manifestation. We needed manifestation. When you don't have the money to give me to conjure the type of spirits that I conjure, then I work with where you at. I work with where you at. And that's what I do to any and everybody. And thank you so much for all of y'all that came in, tapped that stream, and also y'all that left. Because I'm here to talk to melanated people. Because if this offends you, you are not ready for anything that I practice. You're not ready for anything that I teach. If this right here, if you're looking for somebody to stimulate and make you feel okay about being with somebody that you claim that you deserve more out of and make you feel better about your decision, I'm not that guy. I believe that you get what you deserve. I believe that you're lying about what you deserve, and that's why you with the person you with. That's how I'm a Sag, Moon and Aries. I'm like, keep it real. You with the type of men and the women that you with is because you are that person. You on that frequency, you on that vibration. If you trying to get to higher vibration and frequency, then you will stay on this live and listen and gain you some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If you wasn't a streetwalker woman, you wouldn't have a streetwalker man. If you wasn't a basic woman, you wouldn't have a basic man. Don't get mad at me because it is obvious that's what kind of energy. And guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because we here to live and let live. I'm just keeping honest with you. Thank you so much for congratulating my stormer. And she's a young woman. Like, when I'm going to tell y'all something. When I tell you, you never know who resonate with you. You never know. These are young women out here not playing about their conscience. I got young men out here that are making sure that they not playing. If you of a certain age and you still around here playing and shucking and jiving, baby, I'm gonna teach you some stuff. All right, there, key maker. All right, them roses. Y'all know I'm delicious now. Now, my subject on today, this is my Bible study. So I'm gonna break it down because your pastor can't do it for you, your y'all can't do it for you, your Paletto can't do it for you, Tata. So I'm gonna break it down for you. Cause I can. And I can do it for free. Because I want you to know you're not getting what you think you get. So, my subject today on Bible study is higher frequency in the ATRS. Now, there's a scripture in the book of Jeremiah that talks about my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My ways are higher than your ways. So we're going to do, scientifically, I'm going to prove you today why it is important to hang around people of high frequency. Not people proclaiming high frequency. You got to know how high frequency works. So I was doing a sacrifice in the church, and Sister Calvina, Sister Monique, and Mother Susan was present while I was doing the sacrifice, and they were affected by the energy that was coming off of my body, not by the energy that was inside of my body. I am very heavy in Haitian voodoo and the other ATR, but that particular ceremony was Haitian voodoo. And so my Loa was showing himself strong. As the Latin people say, mucho. And the energy that was coming out of my body at that particular time and what was going on, that it was affecting them in the bigger. So Sister Monique like, Apostle, I don't know if I'm about to pass out. And she was sitting in her seat. This ain't nobody laying hands and pushing you down. They sitting in the same seat they would be sitting during service. This is just me operating in my frequency, in my vibration. And some of you will never see that because it take money or resources to why would I bring that type of ache down to this earth realm when you are not able to, and if I wasn't doing it trying to get prepared for what is to come, they would not have experienced, because neither one of them. And I told her, I gave her a candle after baptizing it in my elixir. I gave Sister Monique a candle, a Better Business candle, and I told her these words. I said, if you saved what you made, you and your husband brought in your household for 2 months, you still could not afford this one candle that I just gave you. I want you to know, I know what I'm giving you. And I know that you could not, if you were, the money that you bring in for 2 months could not afford this one candle that I dipped in this elixir and then gave it to you. That's where I am. That's not what I'm pretending to be. I'm not trying to get some power. I'm not trying to metamorphose something. This is something I've been doing since I was a child. I am 51 years of age. Thank you so much for tapping that stream. I am 51 years of age. About to be 52 in December, and December the 15th to be exact. Let me explain why black people don't want to deal with science and mathematics. I'm going to explain to you right here. When frequency increases, the energy of the wave also increases. I'm going to say this again. When frequency increases, the energy of the wave also increases, meaning a higher frequency results in a higher energy response. It is impossible for these people, including of myself, to proclaim to be of high frequency and the energy does not follow that manifestation. If you are in a high vibratory energy field and it does not transform your energy, that means, sir and ma'am, you're not operating in a higher form of frequency. If your thoughts are coming from a higher frequency, which means that energy follows thought. And so therefore, the thoughts that you have should carry a different energy than people of lower thought patterns. I'm going to say this again. How can you truly, sir and ma'am, walk in the mind of God or walk in the mind of Christ and be that low frequency? And if you are utilizing your thoughts as far as manifestation and you are affirming certain things, that means, sir and ma'am, when you think on somebody, a person, a place, or a thing, you can make things manifest because that energy that carries your thoughts is higher than that is operating in that man or woman's life. The reason why I can help affect your finances because I operate in a higher frequency when it comes down to resources and abundance. This is not something, sir and ma'am, that you can fake. This is not something. Now what happens is you just paid a little more for your cheap perfume or your cheap cologne than the next man. But you don't have the real McCoy. You don't have consecrated perfume or cologne. Because the more potent it is, the less you have to use. I'm going to say this again. I'm keeping it honest and I'm keeping it real. If you are operating in higher thoughts, then the thoughts that you receive from the Orisham, the Loa, the Nkisi, the Impungo, the spells, the prayers, the affirmation that you do are going to come outside. I'm going to say this again. It is going to come outside of the earth realm. The reason why Yahshua had the spirit without measure, because the power that Yahshua comes from is higher than the earth realm. I'm going to say it again. For a man or woman to be endowed with power from on high, which means a higher frequency, which means that they should be able to operate above all of the energy that abide on the terrestrial, which are earthly energies. That means that I should be able to take the fire element, the water element, the earth element, or the air element to a whole nother level. Because it is now. This is why when Yahshua gave up the ghost, this is why the earth was responding when that power was being released and going back into the heavens. See, it is impossible not to affect people, places, and things when you are of a higher grade or frequency. Now, you can outdress somebody and not be able to afford to outdress them. I'm going to say this again. You can look at what somebody got going on and then go out and decide to put all your resources in trying to outdress them. Doesn't mean that you can afford the lifestyle that you are trying to represent. This is what I teach. This is what I exhibit. This is my lifestyle, y'all. I live this whether I'm on live or I'm not on live. I live this every day. Okay? Why this is important? It says my ways are higher than your ways. That means, sir and ma'am, because of the level of intelligence of that Impungo, that ancestor, that Loa, that Nkisi that you're working with, that they are operating on a higher level of frequency, the way that they do things are going to be of a higher grade than the lower level spirits. How is it that what you're doing looks like everyday people? Why does your magic look basic like every other book? When you say, sir and ma'am, that you are getting instruction from the Most High or the mind of God or the Nkisi or the Impungo, and you are a higher level, What's going to happen, the way they tell you do the money work is going to be different. The way they tell you do protection work, going to be different. The way that they tell you to do protection work, going to be different. And that's where melanated people fall short. Because they are interested in what it looked like rather than what it really is. They don't want to be told. I remember buying some Chanel perfume for my sister. And my niece, her daughter, said, oh, I got Chanel. She said, baby, no, that's not Chanel. This is the real Chanel. Because the real Chanel gonna cost. The real Chanel perfume gonna cost. She said, I want you to know the difference between what you got. That's toilet water. That's toilet water. Some of y'all got a toilet water anointing that y'all around here exhibiting and displaying it as though it's the real thing. And I know you don't want to hear that, but testing times are coming. You're going to have plenty of time to prove that you have that frequency, that vibration, that you have the right people around you. You have the right people in your inner circle. You have plenty of time. You got to January. In Riverside. That's good. That's good, Kimi. Let me explain something to you. It is impossible for you to have higher, because Sagittarius rules higher learning. It is impossible for you to have an ignorant conversation and you have been trained in higher learning. I'm going to say this again real slow. It is impossible for you to keep me entertained mentally when I am supposed to be schooled by a higher learning, a higher mind. And so therefore you cannot indulge me. See, you can never convince me to ask the divine for strength to climb a mountain when I know that I can ask the divine for power to speak to that mountain and that mountain be removed. I'm not going to sit here and ask God to help pay my bills when I can ask God to teach me how to walk in abundance. So therefore, not only my bills going to be paid, I'm going to also be able to do the things that I desire. I'm going to have my needs met and my wants met. See, when you have a higher mind, you're not going to use your root word like other people. You're not going to use your conjure. The way that I use my Bible, it's very, very different. That is the purpose of Sagittarius and Sagittarius season, no doubt. To have a higher mind. I would never use my Ache the way you use your Ache. I would never entertain the people that you entertain. I don't need you to stop being racist. Higher mind, I'm elevated above that. I know how to use that racism for my good. Oh, y'all ain't trying to hear me. See, you're so busy trying to get people to change. That means you have a lower mind. I don't need you to change. Because all things work together for the good of them that love God and are called according to purpose. Purpose is going to cause you to use whatever you intended against me to work for me. So therefore, if I'm operating in a higher frequency, your low vibration, your low frequency you cannot abort the plan of God in my life. So if it can't abort the plan, it got to work with the plan. Okay, let me say it like this. You can come into my space, into my place all day long with the intention of harming me all day long. But because of the frequency that I operate in, come on here somebody. Thank you there for that galaxy, Sister Monique. Because I'm operating in that higher frequency, everything you intended cannot operate. So what it does with that energy, it transmutes that energy, that intention that you have for me, and now you become my footstool. You came in to be my enemy, but my energy was so higher than yours. Now you became my footstool. Oh, come on here, somebody. I want you to know how a higher mind, a higher thinking operates. I don't need you not to be whoever it is. Because you came in here to be a predator, and now you my pet. Oh, come on, somebody. You came in. That's why I told you this ain't for everybody. This is higher mind. You came in to be my predator, to make me a prey to your intention. But because of the frequency I operate in, Now you have become my pet. I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. When I'm talking about real conjure, I'm not talking about this mad, making everybody your enemy. I don't care if you are enemy or a friend in this energy. It's still going to work out for my good. I don't care if you are a frenemy. It don't matter. Because as long as your vibration and frequency is not operating higher than mine, it will work for my good. You worrying about the intentions of other people, places, and things is the least of your worry if you will operate in a higher mind. That you will operate in your subconscious mind. And that is not what you are operating in. Because you need somebody to be against to make you feel like you're doing something. I don't need them. I'm not concerned about that. What I am concerned about is to resonate with the people that were intended for me to resonate with. It's just that simple to me. So, the higher the frequency of light, by definition, the higher its energy. I'm going to say it again. By definition, the higher the frequency of light. All these people talking about they operating in the light. The highest frequency you can have on the earth plane is violet, the violet light, Saint Germain. But that's not the highest frequency. Because I've said over and over, my powers are extraterrestrial, which means that they come out on the outside of the earth plane. This is why when people throwing at me, people doing conjure against me, you operating on a lower frequency. And so I'm going to prevail each and every time. I operate by universal laws, which means I am going to be able to make those laws applicable to each and every one of you, whether you are initiated or non-initiated, whether you are a beginner, or intermediate, or advanced, whether you've been doing this for 50 years or you've been doing this for 5 hours. I'm still going to prevail because of the frequency that I operate in, the things that I need, the fuel that I need. So I'm going to say this in a simplistic way. What it takes, the fuel that it takes to make a 747 move through the atmosphere is different from the fuel that it takes for a rocket to get to the moon. See, depending on how high you want to go, you need a different kind of fuel. I'm going to say this again. Depending on the altitude that you want to go into the spiritual plateau, whether it's Ifa, Voodoo, or Santeria. See, you can still be practicing the ATRS, but on a lower level. I'm going to say that again. You can be at school, but you are not in the gifted program. You can be in college, but you will never be the valedictorian. Doesn't mean you can't earn a degree, but you did not earn you didn't earn honors on your degree. And you still got education. You still got knowledge. I ain't here to kick none of that. But what I am here to kick, for all of you that are out here talking about you are operating in high frequency, and the energy is not following that high frequency, baby, that's not real magic. That's not real magic. That's not being able to tap into because remember, we are, by definition, we're the microcosm of the universe. And it's okay if you're not tapping into the universe. We cool with that. We just don't want you out here saying that you are. This is why when you guys make the galaxy thing come out, that does something to me, because I know that Abraxas is one of my guardians. Abraxas is the guardian of the universe. Not the guardian of the cemetery, not the guardian of the waters, not the guardian of the forest, not the guardian of the mountains. Abraxas is the guardian of the universe. See, I have access to beings that I cannot bring down to this earth realm because they have never been a human. They have never been on this earth. And so therefore, certain ceremonies that I have to go through them by myself, because everybody does not deal with the extraterrestrial. So when I call those spirits That's why I'm not worried about the Supreme Court, because I have courts that are higher than the Supreme Court. That's why I'm not worried about the federal courts, because I have courts that are higher than the federal court. That's why I'm not worried about the appellate court, because I have because all I need to do is operate in my frequency, and all else on earth will work. That's why the scripture says in Psalm 24 that the earth is the Lord and the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. See, you have to worry about the storms. I don't have to worry about the storm. I'm crowned my faith from Oya, Yanza. I don't have to worry about death. I don't have to worry about the chemical warfare that they're putting in the atmosphere for melanated people and trying to kill us. Because guess what? The God that I work with also rules over sickness and death. So He's going to remove that from me. Centella is my mother and Paulo. They're going to remove that from me. That's why they're trying to figure out how is it in the world that this man is getting over all these sickness and disease. But you don't understand what works on the inside of me. And so therefore, if you were spending or investing the way that you should be and stop trying to impress other people that don't give a damn whether you got or not, and making sure that you're in the place where you need to be able to have those frequencies operating in your life. This is why I don't like it when people try to compare me to I told these people we're in the age of Aquarius. I am not you. Because the stuff that you go along with, I would never go along with. I got some wine down there that's being charged. One bottle costs $130. This is the second bottle. I'm going back today to buy another bottle. I got a rum that is aged for real for 30 years. That is over $200. That's going to be third bottle. That's within the last 3 days. You don't have money like that. You don't have resources like that. You're not doing that kind of conjure. Because my spirits need certain types of fuel. And for them to come down to this earth plane. Remember that when energy comes down from the earth plane, it has to slow down the process. So how you going to walk in that kind of power when first of all the power you calling for is not coming from a higher source? This is why you are back and forth with all these wars with these certain type of people. But if your money was right, we can end some of these wars overnight, so to speak. Because the frequency that you will be operating in, they will never be able to penetrate, and that stuff will reverse immediately, and they will be destroyed by their own hand. Just that quickly. I'm going to say it again. Your return to sender would be your frequency. The reason why I have all these other things out here, because your money ain't right. The reason why I have all of gladness, healing, incense, and all that, because you won't invest in the fuels. You won't get the things that you need to get where you need to be. You just hopefully wishing and wanting that Jesus and the white Jesus gonna come and give you power. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And you can't give power you ain't got. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot give power that you don't have. So it doesn't matter whether they ignore me or not. It don't change my frequency. It don't matter if they support me or not. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna get what God got from me. This is what you should be accustomed to when people really got what they got. All that kissing somebody behind just to appease them, that ain't gonna happen here. Unless we get down to doing the dirty, I ain't gonna kiss none behind. Don't mean I won't kiss none, but it will be for other reasons. It won't be for spiritual reasons. Sagittarius rules. Great greetings to you as well. Sagittarius rules over philosophy, which is philosophy are the parables that you see in all these ATRs. Sagittarius rules of the wisdom of the ages and all the culture. You ain't learned nothing in your culture. The 4 seasons, you ain't learned nothing in that. You ain't mastered that. You ain't learned nothing in the culture of other people, places, and things. There's wisdom in everything that you see on planet Earth because, number one, there's nothing new up under the sun. Before you come down to this earth plane, everyone must agree to universal laws. So it doesn't matter if you're in Christianity. It doesn't matter if you're in Ifa or Voodoo or Santeria. We all agree to operate in the confinements. But it doesn't take away my divinity. It doesn't take away my godhood. I'm a matriarch. I'm a matriarch. Not a patriarch. I'm a matriarch. That's why Oya rules my head. That's why Oshun is still my mother. That's why Yemiya is still my second mother. To all of you that claim that you all with the African diaspora, but you ain't on my frequency. Why you can't work the water magic like me? Huh? Because every woman ain't queen. Because that carries a frequency and a vibration. I'm going to say it again. Why I'm rocking my Fettifun Shango. Every man ain't a king. Because if you were a king, you would be rocking that frequency, that vibration, and that energy would be there. It has to be. Remember the scripture where King Saul fell into the company of that frequency of the prophets, and he began to prophesy? Even if you're in the atmosphere of a vessel of those type of energy, then where's the manifestation? Mother Susan said, she said, Apostle, she said, I know you said I walk slow. She said, but honey, it took everything in me not to fall on the floor. She said, I was trying to get to my bed. Huh? I was so elevated in the extraterrestrial energy that, and then I had to go to work. I was so exhausted when I didn't even bathe. I didn't bathe until this morning. I was too exhausted. Because when you work extraterrestrial energy with this right here, this flesh thing right here, this is made of terrestrial, earthly energy. It has to speed up the frequency. So anybody, it's like your cell phone. When you're utilizing different apps, it has to recharge. And we recharge by going to sleep. And my body needed to be recharged because I was operating with this extraterrestrial energy of a higher frequency than I normally do. When the money right, then I get right. I'm not gonna give you something you ain't paid for. Listen, I'm gonna say this real slow. I am psychotic, not nuts. Because I can be smart and still be psychotic. But I will be nuts to give away my pearls to swines. Hear me and hear me well. Good afternoon, AE. Happy solar return season to you, darling. You welcome back to you. Do you understand? I'm just psychotic. My thoughts are not your thoughts. But nuts, I'm not. Because I would never play fool for a fool. I have no intention of casting my pearls to swine. I have no intention of being like the old man, the poor man, that he used his wisdom to save the city and then they dissed him. No, I'm a sage. You try to diss me, you gonna get dissed. That's how that work over here. Huh? Sagittarius got your instant karma. You understand? You try me, you get tried like fire. You understand? I deal with primordial energy. And I work that primordial energy for the benefits of those that serve. Let me explain y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I have certain people that say certain things to me. And to give y'all understanding why I'm saying this. Because there's something wrong with your mind. Let me explain something to you. If you can't afford certain things, then don't try to manipulate me into doing certain things to you. Doing things for you. If you could afford to do what you need to do, you wouldn't need me. We have to remind people who helping who. You the one in need of my healing. I'm already healed. You're in the need of what I am conjuring, not what you conjure. Because what you conjure ain't brought you way into the reality that you're looking for. If we can be that honest, because when you deal with a satire, I must start with the truth and start with the honesty. You here for my help. I ain't here for your help. And if you could do it without me, you would. You understand? If you can get to that climactic area and zone without me, you would do that. But you can't. So let me do me. So, I had somebody tell me on my social media platform to tell me that I see something in it. First of all, if you can't afford what's on my website, what do you think I see in you? Poverty? I said that we have to generate a certain amount of money. We got to January the 20th at noon. I'm not speaking to broke ass people. I'm not speaking to people that it's gonna take you what 40 years to come up with the type of money I'm talking about. That it's gonna take you 10 years. Like I didn't say even in 4 years, because I felt if Kamala Harris had become the president of the United States, I said, we got at least another 4 years, maybe 8. But since the fact that Orange Tangerine coming in here on January, you don't generate that kind of money. I don't know how you thought I was talking to you. I'm talking to people that can put their hands on revenue. I'm talking to people that know that I am the real McCoy, and they don't mind donating and investing in Chief Apostle Samuel. I'm not speaking to you that you need a couple years to come up with $10,000. I can come up with that in a couple of, well, some days I can come up with that in a couple of days. I got a family that has that. So I'm trying to understand how you thought that at any juncture of what I was saying, that I was talking to you. When I say I'm a 6-figure man, I don't know how you thought I was talking to you. When I say that my powers don't come from this world, they're extraterrestrial, I don't know how you thought where did you come? This is why I tell y'all about all these minds out here, all these people got different gods and spirits talking to them. There's no way. I don't have that kind of time. I got from now to January the 20th. If that ain't you, it's okay. But for you to imply or suggest that Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. is considering you, unless you're going to hit the lotto between now and then, there's no earthly way that it is impossible for you to generate the necessary funds, the dinero, the fettuccine, as my sister would say, that are necessary for people like me to do the level of conjure that is necessary for what's coming on this earth. Baby, don't. I can be a very nice guy if you operate with sense and common sense. But I can be very condescending when you are not operating in reason and in facts. Huh? Nothing about what you're doing in your life brings security to me. I'm going to say this again. Nothing about what you do in magic, spirituality makes me say, ah. I don't stand in awe of your magic. You stand in awe of my magic. And if you don't like people being upfront and direct with you, then I am not the teacher or the answers, the leader for you. Because there is nothing modest about me, naturally or spiritually. And God and the divine mother or father didn't think that was a requirement to endow me with what I have. And I ain't just got like that. I'm not like that because I got crowned. I'm not like that because I got scratched. I have always been like this. If you follow my videos, I've talked the same way. I've had my church since 2001. I don't care if they come or go, because they're not my source. They're not my redeemer. They're not my keeper. And so therefore, I believe I don't own people. And so therefore, grown men and women have a right to choose whether they want to stay or they go. But I'm not going to use my Ache to hold you in my life. Now, I will use my Ache to get your ass ease on down the road. And I told you, bro people, I got to have calamine lotion. That gives me the itch. What's up, Miss Whitney? We in the season of what? Sagittarius. They keep telling me they want to deal with energy, frequency, and vibration. Well, this is Sagittarius energy. If I ain't a Sagittarius, ain't nobody no Sagittarius. And I know there's some Sagittarius out there can relate to me. If you was worried about your feelings, you should never came into my life. Because your feelings is not going to overrule the truth. What you want, what you like. Let me tell y'all something. Even out my reading, I have people that be getting $20 readings that I do on my line when I do my when I be doing my my YouTube channel. And they think I'm gonna get them a reading like they paid me $750 for a reading. I'm going to give you a $20. Actually, I get more people more information in my $20 reading than they would get in somebody else's $60 or $70 reading. But my consultation is $150. And I give my clients more than what they bargain for in that $100. But don't ask me to read you like you out here paying me $750 an hour. Because you're not going to get that from me. If you didn't pay for 9 inches, you're not getting 9 inches. If you only pay for 6 of them inches, that's all you getting. I'm not giving you the full impact. I'm saying I'm psychotic, not nuts. I do come with nuts though. If you struggling in real life, real spirituality, and think that somebody that knows who they are, knows what their purpose is, that they're going to be deceived by your antics, oh my God. And I be looking at people. If you're a real Sagittarius, when somebody talking to us and we looking at them and they talking about, oh, I know you want this. Why would I want that? Who told? If you didn't hear from that Sagittarius mouth, don't draw no conclusions. Don't draw no conclusions from my. If I ain't told you that, if I ain't never called you pretty, 9 times out of 10, I don't think you pretty. Now, if you ask me what I think about how good you look, be ready to hear what I'm about to say. Because beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder. Because the man that you sleeping with might think you gorgeous. I might think you alright. They always told me to consider the source. So if you asking chief or apostle, because I know what fine is. I know what sexy is. I know what powerful is. I know what real money is. Now you asking me, based off of my experiences, and for me to come to a conclusion, I'm trying to figure out, who told you I think? I ain't never said that to you. You came to them conclusions. My Sagittarius said, indeed, your feelings will suffer from truthful side effects. Oh, I love that. Y'all type that in there. Miss Witness said, indeed, your feelings will suffer from truthful side effects. If that ain't Sagittarian energy, I got people still texting me trying to buy my house. I owe less than $200,000 on my own house. I spent, in the last two years, I done spent over $200,000 in just spiritual stuff. I could have been paid off my house. But I put God business, and I'm trying to figure out how in the world, what interest would I have for you? What can you give me I can't get? I got more powerful nieces and nephews than you got in your bloodline. Why would I be impressed? Don't ask me the truth. Because I'm still trying to figure out as though I need you. No, I'm utilizing you. Because I'm a businessman. But need you. And you came up with that mindset. I didn't come up with that. You operate from your lower ego, gonna cause you to get your feelings hurt. You operate from your lower ego, you the one think you gave me some money. You never asked me, was that the most money I have ever received? The most money I have ever received at one time was $35,000, not $3,500. I'm talking about from somebody, not my people. I'm talking about through my, and they gave me that more than one time. But this is how you don't get your feelings hurt. See, you don't ask a Sagittarius, are you the best they done ever had? If you're not ready for the truth. You can feel like you, and I'm not here to take a shot at your self-esteem. But once again, you're dealing with a Sagittarius man. My grandma's a Sagittarius. My grandfather's a Sagittarius. My dad's a Cancer. My mom's a Virgo. So you walking in and here, thank you, Monique. Your feeling will suffer from truth or side. I don't know why they ain't posting that. If that should be trademarked. This Sagittarius season. You can be lying to yourself all you want. But you fool with a Sagittarius and you say you won't know the truth, they'll give it to you. And some are free for charge. You want to pay no one dime for it. But I keep telling y'all, I'm not these people. I'm after something far greater than what they could ever even imagine. And all I have been doing is giving melanated people an opportunity to come into contact with real magic ATRS. If it don't mean that to you, baby, it's okay. But I do want to give the opportunity, because I wanted to be said, you didn't offer that to me. I didn't know that what you were offering. I wanted to be a part of your 13th circle. I wanted to be a part of your membership. I wanted to be a part of what you had going on. So you won't be able to say on my TikTok account that I didn't come on my live and I didn't share that. But what I will say, don't come to your own conclusions with me. Just because Earl and Bartholomew and 1st and 2nd Peter thought you were all of that, I may have a different conclusion. Because I'm a man of experience. I've been hoeing for a long time and I ain't got tired yet. Huh? I'm like Baskin and Robbins. I done went through all kind of flavors. You dealing with a man of experience. This 51, about to be 52. This experience. And I have had options, baby. Even when I couldn't afford those options, because I had cousins that were flying hoes in from different places and spaces. Even as a kid. So I have had options. So when you dealing with Baskin and Robinson, you don't know what kind of flavor. I done had bananas split many type of ways. I done had sherbet many type of ways. I done had vanilla bean many type of ways. I done had strawberry sherbet many type of ways. Some of them, I liked it so good, I got me a triple scoop. Because I can afford it. Consider the sad you talking to. Consider the sad you talking to. You can spare your feelings. And you won't be around here acting like I done something to you. Because I didn't tell you to come to them conclusions. I told you, and I'm going to say it again. I'm a 6-figure man that going to millionaire status. That's what I said. To do what I need to do, I need to have more revenue. That's what I said. If you are a certain man that needs you a Dollar General, a flea market, a Save-A-Lot, a coupon profit, there are plenty out here. Like Jesus said, the poor will be with you always. Not I. Not I. Not I. I am not poor. And I'm not between meals. I'm just keeping it honest and keeping it real. Because if you can't handle what I'm doing now, you most certainly ain't going to be able to handle what I'm going to be doing later. Don't stress yourself. Stay where you need to be. Stay where you got to stay. But for all of those that resonate with me and that can afford to move on up till we time, like the Jefferson, come hither. Come hither, my son. Come hither, my daughter. And if you got to stay in the basement, baby, stay in the basement. If you got to stay on the porch, it ain't nothing wrong with being on the porch. It's safe on the porch. It's safe. It's safe. There's no risk. It's safe on the porch. But to all of you that want to come off the porch and want to run with the big dog, you got to first be a big dog. You cannot allow my energy, because Sagittarius come with big energy. You can allow my big energy and my personality to affect who you is and who you believe yourself to be. Because the moment I recognize that I'm bothering you, I'm going to really bother you. Because you act like you are confident and secure within your space. One thing that I love about Minister Mario, son of a Chosi, he know how he went in my place. But he was confident in who he was as a Capricorn. And he would consider, and when it was time for him to bow out gracefully, that's what he did. He did not make it a problem to me because he couldn't do what I did. And he ain't never backstabbed me. He ain't never talked behind my back. He was a friend to the end. That's why his spirit decided to stay with Apostle Eden. Because even in death, I'm loyal. Even in death. A Sagittarius, when you ride with us, oh, we loyal. Death don't stop me from being loyal to you. Huh? And if you really got it for a Sagittarius, they're gonna rock with you to the ends of time. And time is infinite. But you come there with the BS. Oh, and this season, it ain't even my birthday yet, but it's a season. I'm gonna give you loads. I'm gonna give you truckloads of honesty and truth. We got January the 20th, and we don't need nobody sugarcoating nothing. We don't need nobody watering down this stuff. And if you can't handle it, baby, it's okay. It's okay. Surrender now. Kiss the ring of the king. Huh? But you not gonna treat Harriet Tubman and think you're gonna sell out Harriet Tubman. Because you're going to get some of these buckshots. Alright. If you want to support Apostle Eden, if you want to become a member, go to my website and indulge yourself. Indulge yourself. And if your money ain't right, if your titty city ain't right for you, and it ain't got enough change or resources in there, it's okay. Maybe another time in life. Maybe this is the heinous comment that is meant for you to miss. And it's okay. You got to come back down here and do it all over again. It's okay. Millions and millions and millions of years. My soul is old. My rising sign is Pisces. I have an old soul that rules my head. Been there, seen that. It's okay. Maybe you got more time. Maybe you need more time. And it's okay. Don't let my process and where I am in my life or spiritually affect your journey or your pace. You do what's comfortable for you, but if you want to come hither, my child, if you want to come hither, I'm telling you, I got it like that. That's all I can tell you. I got it like that. See y'all in a little bit on my YouTube channel. When I say a little bit, I got to go to the store because I got content to do. And then I'll come back and do a YouTube. All right? I'm very loyal. Not to the needy or to the broke. Those that resonate with me. I want to be fair. I'm nice to who nice to me. I'm loyal to who loyal to me. Because if you do me wrong, I'm going to do you 3 times worse. That's who I am. All right? God bless you, baby.